would you stay in this 355 square foot foundation tiny house just 5 minutes walking to the beach? Let's go check it out. Hey guys, welcome to La Siesta Tiny House, this 355 square foot foundation tiny house out here in this sleepy coastal town of Galveston, Texas. I cannot wait to show you the inside of this tiny house. It is definitely one of my favorites, so let's go check it out. This place has everything that I could possibly want in a space for short-term rental, but also as a space that I could envision actually living in myself. So I am super excited to show you around this 355 square foot tiny house. So let's get right into the tour. So of course, before we get started, let's show you the dimensions of this tiny house so that you guys have an idea of the actual space inside. So this is primarily a single level tiny house, but of course you do see that loft up there. So we have a lofted bedroom with some extra sleeping space. But don't worry, for those of you that don't like climbing up into lofts, we actually do have a private bedroom on the ground level. So this tiny house is elevated on stilts, much like the rest of the houses here in Galveston. Of course, when you live next to the coast, we are 2 blocks away from the beach, then you inevitably are going to get some pretty bad weather. And in order to kind of prevent flooding and any other natural disasters that may arise, a lot of the houses are built on stilts and they raise that first living level up to a 2nd story. So you will inevitably have to walk up some set of stairs either through the front or through the back. But the good thing is that most of the living space is here on this single level. So inside of this tiny house, it measures about 22 feet in length up until this wall right here and a little under 15 feet in width. Now we do have this little dining nook that I'll show you guys in a second that kind of sticks out next to the front porch. And this gives us a little bit of extra space. It measures about 6.5 feet in length by 5.5 feet in width. Up there in that loft, even though it's not livable space, you do have some extra living space up there. But that gives us a total square footage inside of 355 square feet, give or take. So even though you have a private parking spot in the back and you'll probably come up the back door, we're gonna start this tour through the front door because I think it's just a little bit more of a grand entrance. So you're gonna walk up this set of stairs on the front of the house, and the very first thing you're gonna see is this wonderful little porch on the front. We have these 2 chairs and a table. It's a great place to have your morning coffee. But once you go through that beautiful peak door, you're going to enter into this wonderful open living space. We have this really large couch right in the center of the home, which has been upholstered, and we have this really funky pattern on it that I love, and it matches the ottoman as well. It gives you plenty of space to spread out, and it's really comfortable, so huge plus. Then we have this huge ottoman that has some storage underneath as well, and nice to just be able to kick your legs up and relax. Directly in front of the living room, you're going to see this beautiful kitchen with these bright green cabinets, a wonderful pop of color. We have quite a bit of countertop space on both sides of the range. And of course we have that 4-burner range and oven. So you're more than welcome to cook all your meals here if you'd like. But of course we're in the middle of Galveston, so you have plenty of good seafood places and other places to try out if you'd like to eat out. We have apartment-sized appliances. We also have this microwave, really cool, sleek microwave that saves a lot of space and still very functional. One of my favorite features though is this pot filler, something I rarely see in a tiny space, but it's really nice that even though you go to a place that you're expecting to kind of have less things and to leave comforts of home, we have these luxurious touches, things that I rarely even see in a traditional size house. It's really nice that the owners decided to actually include some of these luxurious finishes and touches that make you feel like you're really choosing quality over quantity when you decide to stay in a place like this, when you decide to live in a space like this. Of course, we have to have some sort of coffee machine. We have a coffee pot, and we also have an espresso so that you can make some wonderful espresso in the morning. I've probably had far too much this morning, running around filming this place and filming this for you guys. So if I'm a little bit amped up, then you know exactly why. We have tons of cabinetry below and above, housing all of your pots, pans, plates, mugs, glassware, everything you'll need to cook full meals here. We have a toaster. We have a small apron farmhouse sink with the gold fixtures. And we have that wonderful mint blue retro fridge that is my favorite appliance ever. Every time I see one of these retro fridges in a tiny house, I have to mention it to you guys. I think it really brings the space together, and it always serves as a really cool focal point in the kitchen. So that is it in the kitchen. Now let's show you this dining nook over here in this corner, my favorite part of this tiny house. So this dining nook seats probably more people than this entire tiny house can probably accommodate. You have this wonderful U-shaped seating around with these built-in benches, the same wonderful patterned upholstery that we have in the living room on that couch and that ottoman we have on these benches over here, which really helps bring this space together from the living room to this dining area. We have this table in the middle that has these hinges, and you can actually open up the table. And by far the coolest feature of this nook, and I think of this house, is the fact that this table is on wheels. So if we move this table out of this dining nook and put it in the living room, we can actually take this wonderful ottoman that's also on wheels. You just unlock all the wheels and we'll roll this directly into this dining nook. It fits perfectly like a puzzle piece, and it actually turns this dining nook into an extra sleeping space. It's about the size of a full-size bed, so you can sleep another 2 people if you'd like, or if you just want a more unique sleeping experience and you want to wake up to these wonderful sun rays coming in on this side of the house, then I would highly suggest making that bed and then sleeping here instead of in that back room. Or of course, if you come with more guests, then this is some additional sleeping space for you guys. Next, we're gonna walk into the back side of the house. On the right-hand side, we have a full bathroom with a beautiful tile shower. We have a flushing toilet, and we have a single vanity in there with a little bit of storage underneath. And most importantly, we have those same gold fixtures with that wonderful gold mirror and the gold rain shower head. Like many tiny houses I've visited in the past, this tile shower definitely makes the bathroom. And next, we're gonna go right next door to the bedroom. We have a private bedroom on this single level. We have a queen size bed, I believe. You have a little bit of storage in that corner, and then you also have an exit there, and that'll take you directly down to your private parking spot. And most importantly, that'll also take you downstairs to the bonus space downstairs that I was really excited to show you guys. So we actually have a private space that you can lock up. It actually spans the entire floor space of this tiny house. So down there you have an extra little kitchenette. You have this bar top with seating for 4 people. It's a little table for 2 people, so you can have some meals down there if you'd like. And then the best part about it is there's actually a couch with a projector. So at night you can set up the projector screen and watch your favorite Netflix shows and movies down there. And there's also an outdoor shower in that corner downstairs. So if you decide to hit up the beach during the day, then you have a place to retreat to and actually take a shower. Well, not a real shower, but you can rinse off down there, and then you can make your way up and actually take a shower in this bathroom. But I love that bonus space down there. So back into the tiny house, the last part of the tour is this lofted bedroom. So we're gonna take this ladder up to that bonus loft space, and you'll find 2 extra twin beds up there. And it's surprisingly tall up there. I mean, I'm 5'7", 5'8", so I'm very short, but I can almost stand in there, at least stand more comfortably than you can in a traditional tiny house loft. You can actually move around, you can sit up straight in bed, read a book, so you shouldn't have any issues bumping your head up there unless you actually try to stand and walk around. You might hit your head on that header beam, but other than that, a very, very comfortable space. And that is it. That is a tour of the tiny house. All right, guys, so that was a tour of the La Siesta tiny house out here in Galveston, Texas. If you'd like to stay yourselves, I will leave the Airbnb listings in the description below so you guys can check that out. I really, really love this space. Besides being incredibly well designed inside and outside, you can't beat being a 5-minute walk to the beach. So this place really has it all if you're looking for a wonderful weekend stay. So as always, guys, if you enjoyed this tour, I would greatly appreciate it if you left this video a thumbs up. and consider subscribing to the channel so that we can continue connecting with people that would be interested in these tiny house tours, as well as connect you to other tiny house creators in this space. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your weeks, and I will see you in the next one.